Kids Should Be Able to Choose Their Own Bedtime by Stacie-Bedtime. Do you ever want to go to bed later? I always do. Kids should be able to choose their own bedtime. That's because then they'll be able to be with family to play at night, they won't feel as rushed to go to bed too early, and be more responsible if they're tired in the morning. Remember, you can always say you're not choosing responsibly and you're going back to your normal bedtime. That's why kids should be able to choose their own bedtime. Kids should be able to choose their bedtime because they'll have more time with family to play at night. They'll be able to play with all family members without worrying about going to bed at a certain time. One time, I was learning a dance with my mom and sister. My dad was watching us. My sister got in my way, so I pushed her. And my dad immediately yelled, "Go to bed now, Stacie." I was so mad that he said that because I really wanted to learn the dance. The part I learned was so fun. That's why I and most kids want to choose their own bedtime, because then I could have learned the dance. Also, they could even do work if they need. Think about it. If they have lots of homework, then they might not be able to finish it. If you let them stay up to do homework, why can't they stay up for other, possibly more fun stuff? That's why kids should be able to choose their own bedtime. Another reason why kids should be able to choose their own bedtime is they might feel rushed to do anything if they have to go to bed too early. Like homework. If at first they want a break, then later they do it, they might feel rushed at that later time. When I feel rushed, I get annoyed and overwhelmed. I don't like to feel rushed, and most people don't. Dahlia Plotzker sometimes feels rushed to read really spectacular books. She loves graphic novels such as Sisters and Babysitters Club books, which are phenomenal, and she doesn't have time to do it when she has to go to bed too early. And Jake Horowitz sometimes feels rushed to watch sports games when they're late at night, which they are a lot of times. Sometimes my sister Maddie has a lot of homework to do, and it's most of the time reading questions, studying for math quizzes and tests, social studies, and sometimes more. It's crazy! All of the kids should have more time so they don't feel rushed to do any of that. That's why kids should be able to choose their own bedtime. Lastly, why kids should be able to choose their own bedtime because they'll be more responsible if they're tired in the mornings. I don't like feeling tired in the morning, so I would choose to go to bed earlier if I knew I needed it to feel better in the mornings. And I wouldn't know if I didn't get a chance to play around and figure out what time to go to bed every night. I know you'll say, I want you to go to bed earlier so you can get enough sleep to learn new things, be smarter, and more. But kids will get enough sleep because you can make your child sleep until a certain later time. Perhaps if they usually wake up at 7, you can say you have to stay in your room until 7:30 or 8. Now that's just one example. If you, the parent, pick your child's bedtime, it will be your own fault if they're tired in the mornings. Kids should be able to choose their own bedtime. I want this so kids will be able to be with family to play at night, they won't feel as rushed to go to bed too early, and be more responsible if they're tired in the mornings. This is very important to me for many reasons, one of which is because if kids can stay up later, they'll have more time to be with family and learn more about people in their own family, and grow to be very close with all their family members. If you let your child pick their own bedtime, you'll all be happier at night. That's why kids should be able to choose their own bedtimes.